So I met a really nice guy who owns Whispering Ridge Farm. It's over here in Stroudsburg where I live, but he cut like all of these greens. Like, look how nice. There's like boxwoods and there's holly and there's like a different type of cypress here. If you can see back here, that's my stash already for my boxes. Like, he's just so awesome. I really highly recommend, if you're doing boxes like this, go to your local nursery, tree farm, things like that, and kind of ask them if they can cut you some of the greens that are left from the Christmas trees that they do. And, you know, or things just fall naturally, but you have this whole selection. And not only are you really supporting small local business, but if you go to Home Depot or anything like that, they're just one like bough of greenery is going to be like $9, $10, sometimes $15. You can make a deal and get a bunch of these from your local farmer. Yeah, so really awesome. I'm having an awesome time with my family. There's my family here. And we're just chilling out and picking out some really cool things for the boxes. So this is what I was able to pick up yesterday at the farm. So I think the total was about $35. So you guys, $35. I got a trunk full, so a bunch. So I'm gonna take this out and start laying them outside. I don't want to keep them in here because they really have to get watered and they have to stay in cold temperatures. So let's do that and I'll be right back. Through my selection real quick. So this is the boxwood that I got. I really have to put these in the dirt and get some water on these. So I got some boxwoods. I have some like that cypress, golden cypress fill right here. This is a really pretty swag, I believe. This is cedar. Not too sure what this guy is. He's a little bit different, like he's more blue and he has these like really cute berries. I really hope that this one stays throughout the whole winter. I know most likely that this will, and this will if I put enough wilt stop on it. So I have this one here. If anyone can really kind of let me know what this is. I'm not too great with my evergreens, so really awesome. Here I have some pine. And this is the evergreen that Frank has suggested. And it's really pretty too because it has like some frosted type of tips that it looks like. So super nice. So this is what I have. And we'll see, hopefully, with some of the other faux bushes that I got and some berries, this will really look nice and full. So let's get going. Okay, so I didn't actually get a chance to show you that faux cedar picks, I believe. So here, I'm like this from Amazon. I'll leave anything that I bought from Amazon, including the Whispering Ridge Farm. I'll leave their address and information, and I'll leave some links for these. But this is how they came. So these are a bunch of that cedar picks that you can see is right there, which is really nice quality. It looks really good. Like, I'm so happy with the quality. So here is the 3. I have the one up there, and I also got these berries that are 30. I think they were 30 for $18, I want to say, but these are really nice too. So the whole idea for this year is to mix some faux plants, some faux berries, some decor like balls or bows or things like that with the live greenery that I have. Of course, this is really typical. So this is the actual 8-piece cedar picks. So there's 8 in here, but of course it's packaged like really tightly. So you can see how tightly wound it is. You're gonna have to take like the tape off. So what I did was really fluff this out to get it like looking like this. So this one bunch kind of gives you a little spread, you know, this big. I already started on my boxwoods here as a thriller, but Yeah, super, super good buy. So I was really pleasantly surprised. I love the coloring on this. A little bit of yellow and green. It just makes it look really, really like it doesn't look fake at all. Like even just standing here, which is about like a foot away, really, really good quality. So I'm gonna do these, put the rest of my boxwoods, and I'm going to see if I can just water down the dirt because the boxwoods are a little bit more fragile than the evergreens. I'm obsessing over these boxes. For the thrillers, we use the boxwood and that really pretty blue evergreen with the berries. For the filler, we use the faux cedar that we got from Amazon, the really strong evergreen, some pine, and faux berries and cones. And for the spillers, we use that really pretty yellow cypress that adds really nice color and texture, and the soft cedar that sweeps over the sides. A nice tip that I saw is when it comes to the evergreens, they're frosted on one side and green on the other. So have fun when you're doing your color variations and your patterns. So easy and fun. Let me know what you guys think below. So a product that I'm using to keep the evergreens in my window boxes fresh is called Wilt Stop. So I've done a bunch of research on this brand. There's a few wilting preventatives on the market, but this specific company was pretty much recommended by a bunch of people that I follow. So I got the concentrated type. So Bonide makes Wilt Stop in a concentrated form, and it does also with like a spray bottle like this. So I feel like you get more bang for your buck when you do concentrate. I have liquid fence concentrate too, so I know how to work with a lot of concentrated mixtures, and I always feel that you get so much more. So especially with the mixing ratio that we'll go through. So I suggest getting the concentrate, or if you just want to get the spray bottle, you don't have many plants to spray, that's totally fine too. So again, we're using the Bonide Wilt Stop for all of the evergreens that I'm going to put out in my window boxes and the other evergreen arrangements that I'm going to do around my home. So, okay. So how you mix this, if you're going to be using a spray bottle, this is just like a really super duper clean Windex bottle. So I'm going to be using that. So the mixture ratio for Wilt Stop is about 27 ounces of water to about 5 ounces of Wilt Stop. So that's pretty big ratio. So something like this will definitely last you a long time. So we're going to put in the water. So again, you can get a spray bottle, from any hardware store or even your food supermarkets. But if you have one laying around like I did, it's totally fine to just clean it out. Make sure it's cleaned good because you don't want any chemicals in with your mixture. And then we're going to use about, again, 5 ounces of the Wilt Stop. So shake it up pretty good. Okay. So what Wilt Stop does is that I think it's actually made out of like pine. It has, so let's see, yeah, pinene, 25% and other ingredients. So what it basically does is that it helps prevent moisture loss, right? So it reduces the moisture loss if you have plants under stress. It doesn't have to be cut greens for you to use Wilt Stop. It also prevents winter damages. If you weren't covering your shrubs and your plants, this will be, and you wanted to kind of leave them out either to decorate for the holidays or put lights on them or any other reason why you're not covering your shrubs, this will be a really, really good way to keep them nice and safe. It also helps reduce transplant shock. I've never used Wilt Stop when dealing with transplanting any shrubs or plants. I usually do my transplanting in the early spring. So by that time, the ground and the soil is starting to gain some moisture, it's starting to gain some minerals and things like that that the plant needs. So, but I definitely want to try this for this reason, the transplant shock. And then the last thing, obviously, a lot of people use wilt stop to keep their Christmas trees alive. If you have a holiday tree, Christmas tree, and you're cutting it from a farm and bringing it in the house, you might want to invest in some wilt stop, so it really reduces the loss of the pine needles probably by half. So definitely give this a shot if you are wanting something like that. So okay, so that's wilt stop. From what I know generically of what it does, this is the first time I'm using this, so I can come back with an update and see how long my window boxes actually did last. So with my window boxes, you want to keep the actual arrangement well watered until the actual soil freezes over. So once you do that with the wilt stop, I'm hearing that your evergreen should last you like well throughout the season, like into kind of when frost just starts to dissipate. So yeah, I'm hoping that it will last all season long so that I won't have to change out my arrangement. Cool, so this is the mixture for the wilt stop. So I'm going to put the spray in, and what you're going to do is you want to spray your beds down really. So I'm in Home Depot and I saw this guy back there and I fell in love. Look how big he is, like compared to like the rest of like the yard. If I can pull up, you can see like there's other smaller deer, but this guy is huge. So, of course, he's coming home with me. 8.5 feet, you guys. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't help myself. So, this is, it looks like it's a pre-lit type of like woodland vibe wreath. So, I can't wait to put that up. Next, I'm spraying down my arrangements with the wilt stop mixture that we made, and you really want to do this thoroughly. You want to spray all of your greens on the outside. Make sure you take the nozzle and go deep in so that way you can spray the insides of your arrangements. It's really good to have an overall spray. And the best time to do this is early morning on a dry day, so that way it has the entire day to really set in on your greens. Wilt stop dries clear on greens, but it will leave a pretty much white residue on surfaces like glass. So what I'm doing here is I'm basically just taking some Windex and using my last step just to tidy up the window and make it just that much more beautiful for both my window and window boxes. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. I hope that I have given you some inspiration to go out and make some holiday winter arrangements yourself. Super easy, super fun. Until next time, guys. Bye.